If your cucumber vines are suddenly slowing down in August, do not pull them out yet, because you may be throwing away several more weeks of harvest without realizing it. I have made that mistake myself, watching the leaves turn a little yellow. The flowers become fewer, and the cucumbers get smaller, then deciding the season was simply finished. But many times the plant is not finished at all. It is tired, stressed, and running short of what it needs to keep producing. I learned this years ago from an older gardener who still picked fresh cucumbers when everyone around him had already given up on their vines. He did not use expensive products or complicated feeding programs. He paid attention to the plant and gave it small amounts of help at the right time. One of the simple methods he showed me involved something most people already have in the kitchen: ordinary sugar. Now, sugar is not a magic fertilizer, and I would never tell you to pour a pile of it around a cucumber plant. But, used carefully as part of a gentle late summer routine, it can fit into an old-style approach for helping stressed plants recover. And the interesting part is that the sugar is only one piece of what I do. Before I show you how I use it, there is another August mistake that can quietly stop a cucumber vine even when the leaves still look reasonably healthy, and that is where we need to start. By August, I see the same thing happen in gardens year after year. The gardener notices fewer cucumbers and assumes the plant needs more fertilizer. So a strong dose goes around the roots, and sometimes the leaves get sprayed too. That can make a tired plant even more stressed. I learned to look at the vine first. If the soil is drying out too quickly, if the roots are sitting in wet ground, or if old leaves are left covering the plant, adding more food will not solve the real problem. A cucumber vine that has spent weeks producing fruit is using a lot of energy, and by late summer it needs steady moisture, sunlight, and a little help rather than a heavy feeding. This is also where many people make another mistake. They stop picking because the cucumbers are getting smaller. I keep picking them, even the smaller ones, because leaving too many mature cucumbers hanging can slow the plant down. The old gardener who taught me this always said that an empty vine is a working vine. Once I understood that, I started looking at August very differently. And this is where the simple sugar method comes in. But there is one important detail that decides whether it helps or simply wastes your time. I remember the first time an older gardener showed me how he handled tired cucumber vines in late summer because, honestly, I expected something much more complicated. He walked along the row with a small bucket and looked at the leaves before he touched anything. He told me that by August, the plant should not be pushed the same way we push it in June. The old method was simple and gentle. First, he picked every cucumber that was ready, especially the large ones hiding underneath the leaves. Then he checked the soil and watered before giving any feeding because he never wanted a tired root system sitting in dry ground when nutrients were added. After that, he used a very weak feeding rather than a strong fertilizer. He once told me that older gardeners rarely overloaded the soil because they understood that more food does not always mean more cucumbers. I also learned to look at the vine itself. If the stems are lying heavily on the ground, I lift and guide them gently so air and light can reach more of the leaves. I remove only the leaves that are clearly damaged or unnecessary because cutting too much at once can shock an already tired plant. Then comes the part that made me curious for years. After cold or stressful weather, some old gardeners used a very light yeast feeding prepared with warm water and a spoon of sugar. They treated it as temporary help, not as a miracle cure, and not as something to repeat constantly. That distinction matters because the real secret was never the sugar alone. It was the whole routine around it. The plant was watered properly, harvested regularly, kept open to light and air, and then given gentle support instead of being attacked with strong fertilizer. And once I started doing things in that order, I noticed something I had completely missed before. The cucumber vine often still had another wave of growth waiting underneath the tired leaves, but I had to remove the things holding it back before I could see it. The next step is the simplest one of all, and it is also the one most people are afraid to do. Now, let me show you the part that matters most, because this is where many people get the sugar method wrong. I never pour plain sugar water straight onto the cucumber bed. The sugar is there to wake up the yeast, not to become a pile of food sitting around the roots. I learned this distinction years ago, and it changed the way I looked at these homemade feedings. I take about 1 quart of comfortably warm water, then add 1 tablespoon of dry baker's yeast and 2 tablespoons of ordinary sugar. I stir it well and leave it somewhere warm for a few hours. You should begin to see foam and bubbles forming on the surface. That tells you the yeast is active. Then I dilute the fermented mixture into about 5 gallons of clean water before using it around the root zone. The important part is not making the mixture stronger. More is not better here. A concentrated solution can upset the soil instead of helping it. I water the cucumbers with the diluted mixture when the soil is already slightly moist, rather than pouring it onto completely dry roots. This simple method costs very little, but there is still one mistake that can quietly cancel the whole benefit, and it happens after the feeding rather than during it. There is one detail I learned the hard way, and it can make more difference than the feeding itself. Do not keep treating a cucumber plant just because the first feeding seemed to help. I give the vine time to respond, and I watch what happens to the new growth. If the leaves are still turning yellow from the bottom, I first look for old damaged foliage and remove only what is clearly finished. If the soil stays wet for a long time, I stop adding water until the surface has had time to dry slightly, because cucumber roots do not benefit from being kept soaked. I also check the underside of the leaves because August is when small pests can quietly build up while we are watching the fruit. A few insects may not look serious, but a tired vine has less strength to recover. Another old habit I still follow is picking cucumbers frequently. I do not wait for every cucumber to become large. Once the fruit reaches the size I want, I pick it and give the plant room to put energy into new flowers and fruit. And here is the part many gardeners miss. After feeding, I do not expect a dramatic change the next morning. I watch the new leaves and flowers over the following days. If the plant is still capable of growing, that is where the real sign appears. But there is one more simple thing I do in August that can make the difference between a vine that merely survives and one that keeps producing into early fall. Once I started doing this regularly, I noticed something that is easy to miss when you only look at the cucumbers themselves. The plant begins to look younger again. Fresh leaves appear near the growing tips, new flowers start opening, and small cucumbers begin forming where I thought the vine had already given up. That is the result I am looking for. Not a miracle overnight, but a steady return of growth. The old gardeners understood this rhythm very well. They did not keep pouring feed onto a tired plant. They gave it a little support, then let it work. I also keep a layer of simple mulch around the roots as August moves towards September. Straw, dry grass, or another clean organic material helps keep moisture more stable and protects the soil when nights become cooler. I keep checking the vine every morning, picking anything ready, removing only clearly damaged leaves, and making sure the plant is not buried under its own growth. If I see new flowers, that is encouraging. If I see tiny cucumbers forming and developing normally, I know the plant still has something left to give. And this is where the sugar and yeast feeding becomes only one small part of the whole method. The real advantage comes from combining gentle feeding with regular harvesting, stable moisture, good light, and careful cleanup. I have seen vines that looked nearly finished begin producing again when these simple problems were corrected. But there is still one final mistake that can ruin all this work just when the weather starts turning cooler, and most gardeners do not notice it until the harvest is already gone. When September begins, I do not immediately accept that the cucumber season is over. I look at the new growth first and ask a simple question. Is the vine still trying to grow? If I see fresh leaves, flowers, and small cucumbers, I keep going. I continue picking regularly, keep the soil evenly moist without leaving it soaked, and protect the roots with a light layer of mulch as the nights become cooler. The sugar and yeast feeding is not something I repeat endlessly. I use it as a gentle boost when the plant looks tired, then I give the vine time to respond. That is the part I think many gardeners forget. A plant needs care, but it also needs time. And there is something satisfying about walking outside in the morning and finding another cucumber ready when you thought the season was finished. You did not buy another bottle of expensive fertilizer. You did not replace the plant. You simply gave it better conditions and allowed it to keep working. That is why I still use these old simple habits in my own garden. They save money, they keep things manageable, and most importantly, they teach you to watch the plant instead of blindly following a calendar. If your cucumber vines are still green and growing this August, do not give up on them too early. Give them a little attention, harvest often, and watch the new growth. Because sometimes the garden is not finished when we think it is. It is simply waiting for us to notice what it needs next. And the next forgotten method I use when autumn starts getting close is one that can protect more than just cucumbers.